Spoiler alert. If you ain't watch it, skip this whole part.
If you ain't watched it yet, you're a bitch. Like, you're weird.
Wow. She can fit right in.
You fit right in. Yes, bro. But this is a new episode, this new show that came out called Squid Games.
Already seen it? Y'all seen it?
Yeah. Yes.
To the end?
The whole thing. Watched it basically 1.5 times.
I don't like how the dude was a bitch at the end, though.
Which one?
The guy that won it.
Oh, no, yeah.
Dude that won it, you know how it was like, oh, he didn't want to spend the money because he feels bad. Like, nigga.
Yeah, that was kind of pussy.
After all them niggas I done killed, damn right I'm enjoying that
455 niggas is that. Well, 54 technically.
Died so I could be rich.
454 niggas.
Yeah, because that old nigga be playing us.
Bro.
I knew he. So you know, in the when they did the marble part, I knew he didn't die. Because they showed everybody getting killed,
except him.
Like, I knew something was up, bro. I knew something was up
from the first episode when he was 001.
Right.
I was like, my first thought was more so like, oh, he was the first person to like ever play the game. So
I'm
sorry.
Thinking, like, spoiler alert! If you ain't watch it, skip this whole part.
If you ain't watched it yet, you're a bitch. Like, you're weird.
Wow. She can fit right in.
You fit right in. Yes, bro.
You're weird if you haven't watched it, bro. That's literally the only thing I could see.
You've been replaced, Freddie.
TikTok, Instagram, anything. Squid Games, that Squid Game meme here. Like,
I saw this meme.
Oh, nothing.
I saw this fucking meme. So you know the first game, the red light, green light. It was like if black people played and they played fucking back that ass up.
Yeah.
Girl, you
Shorty was like, I'm sorry.
She's got, I'm gonna do it. You know what time it's like, I'm gonna die. Like, I have to die.
I seen another one that was like, if black people played the game, and then they came up to him and somebody like, you wanna play a game? He was like, no, nigga. And then it just showed the credits. Facts. The nigga was like,
get the
fuck away from me. No, nigga. Put his AirPod back in, and it was like credits. But what I was saying with the old dude, I felt something was up, and I was like, oh, he was like the first person to play the game. Me thinking like they didn't all come in together.
Right.
But I'm like, that's weird. And then I know we was talking about it earlier when the dude was like on top of the fucking beds and shit. When he was like, why are we doing this?
I'm scared.
I was like, what the fuck? Why this nigga all the way at the top? This old ass man can't even walk. He climbed all the way to the top of that shit.
The part that fucked me up is, so you remember when they voted to leave the first time?
Yeah.
He was the deciding vote. Yeah. That's where I was confused. I'm like, if you're behind us the whole time, why did you vote to leave? Because
he knew that people were gonna come
back. Facts.
Okay.
That whole episode though, the second episode, I felt it was so dumb. I was like watching these niggas leave. I was like, waste of time.
Well, I think it was giving
they
more
didn't have to because you knew they were gonna come back.
But it could have been like,
but it still gave the people who actually wanted to leave an option to leave because niggas didn't want to stay there.
That's what I'm saying. I just felt like it shouldn't have been.
But my thing is, it made me feel
like,
less. So because of that whole occurrence, like them coming back, it made me have less sympathy for people who died. Because I'm like, now y'all just stupid. Because y'all knew what time it is, and y'all still came back.
Well, I don't think they're stupid because it's like a lot of people.
I think they're all
like,
dumb as fuck.
Thank you.
But the people that went back that we seen, like that came back, it was like the dude's mom was dying. No one was gonna give him money.
But
like,
you knew what time it is now. It's not like it was a misunderstanding like the first time.
At that
you know what I'm saying?
He was like, okay, I'm gonna have to make this money for my mom, so that's it. You know, like,
okay, cool. But now I don't feel bad when you get fucking a bullet in the back of your head.
See, the thing about it is, too, my nigga, they have all these people in there, and they all thought they were gonna get a piece of the money. There's only gonna be one winner. Like, what is going on in their head? But they didn't say that.
They was like whoever the people that make it to the end. So they didn't say it was gonna be one winner. They didn't know the last game was gonna be the Squid Game.
It should have been obvious.
I would have thought the same thing too. But when they started dropping that money in the thing, niggas was like, oh wait.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, bro.
It was like 22.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was in that scenario and I like at least the voting part, when they dropped that money, I'm like, I'm out of here. Maybe I could have stayed. Like, you know what I'm saying? But after I left, I wasn't going back.
Yeah, it was just the whole episode of watching them niggas. And I'm like, all right, bro. Like, it took the anticipation. After the first game, you clapping niggas in red light, green light. I'm like, oh, I'm hyped. That whole episode, I was like, all right, bro. I don't care anymore.
The last game they played with his best friend.
The Squid Game?
Squid Game, yeah.
That just made no sense. I mean, it makes sense to them, I'm assuming. That culture. South Korean culture. But I'm like, this game makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, it was like hop on one foot and run around in a circle.
Like, can y'all just fight and get it,
get it over with?
Like, play Samurai, nigga.
Truthfully, man, I wouldn't even have made it to the game. In the train station, once that nigga dipped, he put all that money inside that nigga pocket. You see that? Yeah. That's all we needed. Because that was a bunch of bread.
Enough to take care of bills, though.
But it's more than
all the niggas that was.
But it's more than what he had before.
Yeah. You gotta think his mom, he's trying to make enough to save his kids, like make sure his kids.
No, he don't care about his kids. He does not love his daughter.
So in this show,
he does not love his daughter.
When I was getting into the show, I thought his daughter's stepdad was behind the whole thing because it was kind of ambiguous, like what he did.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this nigga owns this whole shit. That would have been a fucking amazing plot twist.
That would have been crazy. You know what? Another thing in there, I knew that nigga's brother was part of the whole Squid Games that whole time.
I thought he was.
I knew he
one
was.
of the,
Oh no, it was obvious.
I knew he was one of the masked niggas. I didn't think he was the masked nigga. No, but I thought he was just one of the niggas. So I was like, he's gonna find him.
I picked up when he was whooping that guy's ass, and he's like, yeah, but it was a girl because we had sex. Like you were talking about the body,
right?
I'm like, okay, so it's the head nigga. Like, it has to be.
I figured it was one of the niggas. I just thought it was like one of the square niggas, or I figured that it was gonna be the
square niggas.
The square circle triangle niggas.
Wow,
fucking square ass.
But I just figured it was gonna be like the next person to like catch him or some shit was gonna be his brother. That's what I thought. But the whole scene, even when they shot each other,
that cop ain't dead though.
I don't think he's not dead. He's not dead at all. And there's definitely gonna be a season 2.
Ain't dead.
But with who? Just this nigga?
No, it has to be.
I agree, but I'm like,
because remember the guy went back. He's gonna go back and try and dismantle that whole
shit. Yeah.
Because remember the old man dies. I'm assuming the one thing. So the dude, the cop's brother. Mm-hmm. I think the old man might be his dad. Meaning. Thank you.
Wait, the dad of the cop's brother?
No, I think he's the main character's dad.
Yeah, the old man. He's the father to the
number 3 told you that today.
You're the third person told me that.
Yeah,
today.
he's the father of the cop and the king. So I think that's why the guys. Nope. Because you remember.
Yeah. So then me and you were on the same page. This nigga's
wait.
Over
Talk
here.
about what?
I thought he was the dad of the main character.
456.
456. Yeah, but you think he's the father?
No, he's the father of the guy, the mask guy, the guy that runs the whole show.
Okay, yeah.
I believe that.
You really think so?
Because if you remember the story,
I believe it. I don't know, but
the guy, when the guy was telling when the old man was in the games and he was telling the number 456, the main character, he was telling him like, I have 2 kids. I think somewhere he said he had.
Did he say 2?
He had more than 1 kid.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
I don't remember.
I thought he just said 1.
And you know, like when the guy shot his brother at the cliff, he was asking why and shit.
Yeah.
I think he was implying that he's doing this for his father because he's trying to get the love of his father. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
That just gave me chills, no count.
So
damn,
that's what I was picking up.
That's a much better perspective. I thought it was the main characters.
So I just don't. I think the cop assumes their dad is dead, and the guy just can't tell him like, "Yo, your dad's alive," and he's just a piece of shit running these games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's what we're gonna like. Kind of, if the cop's not dead next season, that's what we're gonna get into. / the guy infiltrating the whole shit. Because them niggas with the mask them niggas was weird. Oh
them taking the organs and stuff. It really never came back to it.
No, that's a whole separate thing. Like that was a black market thing. It's the rich people who are funding it and placing bets and shit.
Yeah. Mm-mm. It was a lot of things that had a lot of like weird dead ends.
We just gave away the whole show. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Don't watch that shit no more. Did you watch it in English or did you watch it in
Korean?
I
cannot do English.
I watched it in English.
Okay.
I did. I just read the subtitles. I can't. I'd rather just hear the actual.
But no, it does. It do be sounding funny. Like if you look at them, you know that's not how they sound. Like you could tell it's just an American ass white man. Bruh. That's like.
Listen, if you watch anime, it's like anime. You can't watch anime English dub. What are you, a fucking communist? You know what I'm saying? Like.
And there's the one for the show. Like every episode,
everybody watch it in the native tongue and read the goddamn subtitles.
Well, I mean, I watched it in English too. I'm gonna rewatch it in Korean though.
Now that you know everything that happened, but everyone's also talking about Song Woo. How he's like the hardest nigga in the whole.
Woo Shiesty.
Yeah.
Yup.
I think his number was like 218 or some shit like that.
Oh, the best friend. The best friend.
The one that he killed in the end.
The one who
you
went
think
to
he's the
SMU?
hardest nigga?
No, everyone's talking about how he's the hardest.
No,
nigga.
the Asian chick's the hardest. She's a fucking beast.
Yeah, but it was more so like.
And she's beautiful.
The way he turned his back on everybody, like he turned his back on the Indian dude, like he pushed the other nigga into the glass. It was just like.
No, I see that as doing what he had to do.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see it as being
I'm
a beast.
This nigga gonna kill me in the game
because the way the games are the way the games are designed is you gonna have to do what you got to do or you die. So it's not a hard shot. Like if I'm in that scenario, it's not a hard
So
shot.
why would he do all that shit and then slit his own throat at the end of the shit?
Because again, that further proves my point that he ain't about that life because he couldn't handle it. Now that the chick from North Korea, if she wasn't injured, should have fucked them niggas up.
Oh yeah,
she would have said sorry to 456 while she was killing them, but she's like, for my fucking brother, nigga,
without hesitation,
I mean,
without fucking hesitation. Now,
I don't know.
She's a beast.
I don't know how Squid Games actually works, but I think
Shorty got 10 million followers on fucking Instagram.
Is she really?
Yeah, she is pretty as fuck.
Okay, continue.
No, but I don't know how Squid Games actually works, but I think you can have more than one winner at the end of the game.
No.
So if you can, because if you watch the beginning, like with the children, like you didn't like the beginning because there was like 6 of them playing against each other.
Yeah.
You can have more than one person that wins because it's a team game.
The game itself, but I'm saying the Squid Games, it was designed to have one winner.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Oh, no.
I think if you had because remember, you remember what's it called? The best friend, that nigga was like, you two would have teamed up to play against me to win the game. So them two could have split the money in half if they both won. I think.
No, I think it was implying they teamed up to beat him, and then they probably had to kill each other too.
You think so?
Yes. I think so. I think they could only be one, especially the little diamond thing at the end. Only one nigga can stand in that bitch.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to subscribe to our other channels for the full episodes of our podcast. Thanks again.